This episode's super quick from me this week because I have a message for you. If you are sitting on the fence when it comes to attending Clinic Growth Live, and whether you are or whether you are not, and that's the decision that you've got to make, I want you to listen to this episode because it's going to resonate with those of you who are not taking the action that you need to take on why you might not be and what you can do to solve it.
Welcome to the Treat Your Business podcast, the show for clinic owners who want real, honest advice and tried and tested ways of doing things. I'm Katie Bell, and this is the new era of bigger insights and bolder conversations to help you grow a clinic and a life you love. Let's dive in.
I'm going to say something that might sting a little this week, and it's that if your life looks and feels chaotic right now, that's exactly what your business is going to feel like too. Not sometimes, not occasionally, but always. You can't separate the two. So you bring your energy, you bring your habits, your lack of structure, your decision making into your clinic every single day. And here's the truth. You cannot build a calm and a profitable led clinic from a chaotic and reactive life. So if things feel a bit chaotic, a little bit carnage in your business right now and a bit messy, then I'm going to guess that your problem isn't marketing, it isn't sales, it's probably not a team problem. It might be a you problem. So enjoy this week's episode because we're going to dive into why this needs fixing if you want your clinic to grow. And when I say grow, that might mean money for you to take home, more time to do your hobbies, more time with your family, more holidays, a feeling of success, confidence, whatever growth means to you. If you want some difference and change in your clinic, we've got to start looking at you first. Okay, let me give you a real example. I've had many of these weeks recently where Alfie is not sleeping, obviously, because he's a small baby, and team questions are coming in. I'm being pulled from pillar to post. Clients need decisions, messages, emails, everything feels like they're stacking up. I've got podcast episodes to record. I've got content to create. I've got a new program that I'm designing. And I could feel it in myself, okay, that I'm going back to that kind of overwhelm, that just firefighting, jumping between things, starting tasks, not finishing them, possibly a bit short and a bit snappy, eating mini eggs rather than carrot sticks, and just feeling like I'm racing from one thing to the next. And a part of that is because of the season of life that I'm in right now and coming back from kind of maternity leave. I'm still not fully back, but I have one day of childcare at the moment. And I have two big businesses to run in that one day. So it can feel like you can quickly start reacting to everything instead of leading on anything. And for many of you, this is going to feel, you're going to be able to resonate with this in that you're like, you're overtired, you're short, you're snappy, your exercise is being put to the wayside, January's come and gone and we're back into old habits. And you feel like you're just jumping from one thing to the next and you're not really getting anything done ever. This isn't a business problem, okay? This is actually like a me problem. Nothing had gone wrong in the business, but I had no clear plan for the week. I'd got no protected thinking time that has been eaten up. I'd got no structure to hold me because as a visionary, we need structure for our nature. So you quickly then become the bottleneck again. And this is what many clinic owners don't realize is that when your business feels chaotic, it's because you feel chaotic. Like you just being pulled from pillar to post at home, in your business, in your clinic, by your patients. And therefore we get stuck. We clinic owners, studio owners get stuck. They're trying to grow a business. They're trying to lead a team. They're thinking about recruitment or trying to hire, or they've got team and they need to be present for them. They need to increase their revenue, but they need to make some more profit. And they're doing all this in between patients, they're in reactive mode, and there's no real structure to their week. And then they say things like, hey, I just need some more time. Like maybe I just need to get more clients, maybe I just need to be better at marketing. And I'm going to tell you that you don't need more time. We all have exactly the same amount of time. You need better structure. You need much more protected thinking time. You need much clearer priorities and you need better decision making, because here's the shift. Chaos isn't a time problem. Chaos is a leadership problem, and leadership starts with actually how you run your life and how you show up. We discussed this recently at a live strategy day with our Elevate clients, with those who are in a business who they have got some team, they are still working clinically, and they feel like they're very much trying to juggle lots of different things. Their business is growing, lots of things are changing, but they can often feel like they're out of control and that they're being run rather than they're running their life. And this is where we have to put structure in place. And I think people massively underuse the likes of ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever it is that you're using, because most people aren't using it for what it's really powerful for. They're using it for like captions and emails and quick wins, and that's not how I use it. I use it as a thinking tool. So every single week, it helps me plan my week. It helps me structure my thinking. It helps me solve problems faster. It helps me get out of my own head. So it's like having a mini kind of strategic person by your side. It's like having an integrator or a practice manager. It's like having a coach or a sounding board on demand all the time. And this is really great, but it's only great when you sit down with intention. So if you're stressed and if you're firefighting, it's not going to work for you, because what you give it is what you get out of it. So when you create space, it can be gold dust for you. It can take you from a unstructured, unplanned week, chaotic thinking, to providing you with some clarity. So let me give you something that you can literally take away and you can use this week, okay? And you can, let's call it your CEO reset framework. And you can do this in ChatGPT in literally like 20 minutes. So here's what you could do. Step one, open ChatGPT and brain dump everything into it. You can write it or you can use the recording thing on it. I sometimes do this in the morning when I'm doing my morning workout, or I'm like on the treadmill, or I'm walking the dog, or I'm walking to get into sleep. I say, here's everything that's currently on my mind in my clinic and in my life. And I just word vomit into it. Okay. It could be things that like last night I was in bed and I said to my husband, "Where are the sofas? The new sofa's arriving." Shit. The new sofa's arriving next week. I need to sell the old sofas. So I've got sell sofas on my list. I've got the electric baby chair thing that I don't even know where I've got it, but I just need to get rid of it. It's sat in the lounge. It's driving me mad. I need to get rid of that. I need to put that on Facebook Marketplace thing. You might be that you've got a bag of charity stuff that needs to go to the charity shop. It might be that you need to get something fixed. It might be that you need to enroll your child into nursery or into brownies or summer camp, or like all the things that are in your head. Okay. It could be that I need to recruit a new member of staff and I need to fix this process that's going on in the business that nobody's actually following. And I need to ask about this. And I need to organize the garden at work. And you just dump everything that is currently in your mind. Okay. In terms of your clinic, your studio, your life, personally, professionally, and your family, priorities, problems, opportunities, dump it. And you say, this is what's going on for me. Can you organize this into priorities, problems, and opportunities? So what it does is it clears your mental load, okay? It shows you what actually matters. So this is way better than just writing a to-do list, because you never actually do it. And it stops this overwhelm spiral. Now, then I would say to it, okay, based on this, where am I the bottleneck in my business right now? What am I bottlenecking? Where am I holding things back? Because this is going to show you why or where you're holding on to things, why and where decisions are being delayed, where you are slowing the growth. And then I would say, okay, based on this and the things that are, you could ask it questions like, now ask me some questions about what is really important from an energy, time, and money point of view that I need to focus on this week? And ChatGPT will ask you a list of questions that will then start to refine that list. And then you say, okay, great, now turn this into a structured week for me as a clinic owner, including CEO time, team time, personal time, whatever other things that you need to put in there, family time. This is currently what my diary looks like, or these are the hours that I'm seeing patients clinically, however you want to, whatever information you want to give ChatGPT, and it will create structure for you. It will create boundaries. It will create clarity of what you need to be working on. You can ask it, what are the top 3 most important things that I need to focus on this week to move my clinic forwards? Not 20 things, 3 things. And suddenly you're going from overwhelm, reactive, scattered to, oh, okay, I'm clear, I'm focused, I'm leading again. I know exactly what I need to be working on. Importantly, when I'm working on it. So one of the things I often say to ChatGPT is, okay, that looks great, but my best working times are here. Like, I'm not a great person in the afternoon to do any content creation or like creativity tasks, because I'm much more creative first thing in the morning. You might also say, I don't want to have to check my emails. So structure 3 times a week that I'm in my inbox dealing with things and when that needs to happen, rather than opening your email inbox every single morning and just firefighting and dealing with a load of shit, firing off a load of emails. And then shock horror, people respond to emails. If you want less emails, send less emails. So you can start to use ChatGPT to help give your week some more structure. I have a Sunday reset, and I shared my process with all of our members at our live days. But this gets me really clear on how my week looks. Everything is in the schedule. Like, nothing is random. I know when everything is happening and what needs to happen. For example, I'm just recording this podcast in 9 minutes' time. I have an allocated slot in my diary which says, walk the dog, make lunch, feed Alfie. Those are the 3 things that I have to do in my 1 hour lunch break today. So I have them scheduled in. Then at 1:30, I am back and I am on. I'm coaching our Elevate members on a Q&A, 1:30 till 3. Then I have a specific task that I'm doing between 3 and 3:30, and then 3:30 till 4:30 I have my accountant, and then 4 meeting, and then 4:30 till 5 I have a defrag half hour, which is where I basically just tie up all the loose ends from the day, all that shit that you've written down that you're never going to do. I make sure that I've got that defrag time, and then 5 o'clock day ends, because then I have between 5 and 7 our evening routine. That is, I need to walk the dog again because my husband's at the football tonight. I need to feed Alfie. I need to feed myself. I need to bath him and get him down to bed and asleep by 7. And then I have structured time of things that I'm doing after 7 o'clock, 7 till 8, mainly because my husband's away tonight. And so I can actually use that time to get some other stuff done. Or that's our free time. So everything feels very structured, but I know exactly what I need to achieve today. I have my list in front of me. And that's it. It's just very clear priorities. So I don't start the day feeling overwhelmed. I'm certainly not reactive. I'm not on my WhatsApp. I'm not on my emails. They're not open. I'm not dealing with things all the time and being pulled from pillar to post. I have specific times when they will get my attention. So if your clinic and your life feels really chaotic now, don't start with your marketing. Don't start trying to fix your team. Start with your life. Because structure creates freedom, not the other way round. And this is exactly what we are going to be creating at Clinic Growth Live in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to look at how to stop winging it, how to lead properly, how to build a clinic that actually gives you time, money, and headspace back. So if you're listening to this and thinking, oh shit, I've still not made a decision whether I'm going or not, this is your final message. Take this as your sign. It's time to step up as the CEO of your life and of your business. I'm going to see you in the room. I can't wait to help you take your life and your business to a much more structured level.
Thanks for listening to the Treat Your Business podcast. Hit subscribe now and keep joining me for bigger insights, bolder conversations to help you build a clinic and a life you love.